Hello and assalamu alaikum. Welcome to today's video. So this is the Hajj series, and today we're gonna look at the day two. If you have not looked at the day one, which was the 8th Zil Hajj, please have a look at my earlier video before this, where I had explained that what you have to do on the first day of Hajj. So now we go into the day two, which is the 9th Zul Hajj, that what you're gonna do, how you're gonna do, and what is required on this day. So this is an overall map, or basically overall guide, that what each day gonna be doing. So we have already covered day one. This is day two, which is basically Arafat and Muzdalifah. So let's get on with it and see what happens during this day. So before we proceed, so there is a saying from the Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, Al Hajju Arafat. So this is a bigger hadith, but I just cropped one of the part of it, and the translation means the Hajj is Arafat. There is the further saying as well. If you want to read, the reference is given here in Jami Tirmizi 2975. So basically, Arafat is the main day of Hajj, and most of the scholars say that person who is in Arafat on the 9th of Zil Hajj is basically called a Haji, because he has fulfilled the most important ritual of Hajj. Although there are other rituals as well, but this is the most pillar ritual of Hajj. So number one, the first step relating to Zil Hajj. Okay, so just before that, we were already on the 8th. We have spent already the time in Mina camp, and now basically the 9th of Zil Hajj comes, and you are still in your Mina camp. You pray the Fajr prayer in Mina camp, and after that, basically from this day onwards, you start to read Takbir al Taksir, Takbir al Tashriq, and also you read the Talbiyah as well. So you continue saying that, and all of us know, because this is the one which we read in normal days as well, near to Eid al-Azha, which is Allahu Akbar, La ilaha illallah, Allahu Akbar, Walillahil hamd. So this is called Takbir al-Tashriq. And the rest, Talbiya, you already know, Labbaik Allahumma Labbaik, Labbaik la sharika laka Labbaik, Innal hamda wa ni'mata laka wal mulk la sharika lak. So you keep saying that, repeating that, and you have completed your Fajr prayer in Mina. After that, you pack your bags, and you need to make sure that you have some of the necessities which you're going to be using and requiring in Arafat and Muzdalifah. So I will, hopefully after this series, I will make a separate video what things you should be keeping in that bag as well, because there you won't be taking all the things which you have brought with you in Mina, but you will be taking only some of the things, because you will be carrying a kind of a backpack. So only very necessity things you should be taking with you. Now, after praying and doing praying the Fajr, you go to the next step, which is step two, which is that you go to Arafat. How you usually go to Arafat? Arafat is quite far away. It's more than, I think so, around 13 kilometers away. So it's impossible for you to walk. Most probably you're going to be going on buses, but there are trains as well which take you there. But again, whichever tour operator you are going, or through Nusuk you have booked, the Muallim will be taking you, and they will be telling you this is the bus, and you should be going on that bus to Arafat. So they will start taking you from the early time of Fajr, and usually before the Zohar time or around the Zohar time, all of the Hujjaj will be in Arafat, because this is the most important day of Hajj, and you should be there before the Zohar prayer. So that's why everyone will be taken to Arafat. But don't worry, whoever your tour operator or Mollim is, they will make sure that all of the Hujjaj are there, and they will give you a time as well, that be ready by this time, so that we go to Medani Arafat. So this is the map, so that you know that here it is Mina, and here basically this pointer is the Arafat and Muzdalifah in between, but you go directly from Mina to Arafat. So number three, so once you reach there, there is also kind of a city of tent, to be honest, in Arafat as well. There will be quite similar kind of tents in Arafat, and you will be told that this is your tent, you're going to be staying here. And although you're going to be spending less than 24 hours over there, but still you will be allocated a tent, and there will be most probably beds, or based on your camp category, you will be getting the carpets or mattresses, or some facilities will be there, and food as well will be there. So take a bed, find your place, make sure that you know about it, save the location on the mobile, take some picture of the camp location, camp number, so that you don't get lost, and save the location on mobile. That's very necessary. The next step is taking a bath or ghusl on the 9th of Zul Hijjah. Taking bath on the day of Arafat is basically sunnah. This ghusl you can either do after reaching Arafat, or you can even do before reaching Arafat, and you can do in Mina in the morning time. It's up to you where you find better. But it is sunnah to do that, so it's preferred. But make sure that you are still in the state of ihram, so all the restrictions apply. You can change your ihram, there is no obligation on that. If you want, you can change and wear a new ihram, but you cannot use any fragrance, so use a fragrance free soap, or just take a ghusl with the normal water. And if you are using shampoo, make sure it's fragrance free, or don't use a shampoo. So it's just make sure that you are still in the state of ihram. The next step after this is that if you arrive earlier, like in the early times, right after the Fajr, then take a rest, relax yourself, because that's the thing. This 9th and 10th will be the most hectic days of the Hajj. So now the hectic time is going to start. So that's why if you reach early, take rest. Don't try to put yourself in hassle. 1 hour, 2 hour, whatever you get, take rest, relax yourself. And if you are awake and you are not sleeping because you have spent a good night's sleep in Mina, then do azkar, do duas as much as you like, because this is the day of Hajj, Wukuf al Arfa. Wukuf means standing. So we're going to talk about that later. So this is the step 5. Step 6. Now basically, as the time of the prayer or Zuhr comes near, your Muallim or the people over there will tell you when the basically the khutbah gonna start, because this is the khutbah of the Hajj or sermon of the Hajj, and this is like very necessary that you listen to it. It will be in Arabic, but still you should try to go to Masjid-e-Nimra. But Masjid-e-Nimra, as you can see, it has got limited capacity, and majority of the people gonna be standing outside. Especially if your camp is quite far away from Masjid-e-Nimra, it might not be possible for you to even go inside or come near to Masjid-e-Nimra. So you can see from the picture that how many Hujjaj are there, and there are 2 to 3 million people all together in that place of Arafat. So you can consider that even whatever the size of the mosque will be, it would be smaller for that to accommodate that. And Masjid in Imra only opens during the days of Hajj. So that's why go there, listen to the khutbah. There will be a sermon which will be done on that day. And after that we comes to the number 7. So right after the khutbah of the Hajj, basically there will be the prayers of Zuhr and Asr, and the thing is that they will be combined prayers. So in Arafat we will be performing, or you will be performing, combined prayers of Zuhr and Asr. They will be done by the Imam if you are in Masjid Nimra, or if you are in your tent. Sometimes the people are doing the prayers, a Jamaat prayer over there as well, because they cannot listen or they cannot get the sound of the Imam in their camps, because it's a big area in Arafat. Then you can do your own prayer as well, that's also allowed. And over there, there is a conflict of opinion that whether if you are doing in the camp, whether you should be doing a Qasr prayer or not. So check with your own scholars that what do they recommend for that time. But if you are in Masjid Nimra, do whatever the Imam is doing over there. So and if you want to go to Masjid Nimra or outside near that, try to go 1 or 2 hours early, because if you don't go there a bit early, then you won't be finding a place. So for the people who are going to be standing outside, it will be really sunny. And if you're going for 2024, it is coming, the Hajj is coming in June, and it would be 40 degrees Celsius plus temperature. So make sure you have a good umbrella, or because you cannot cover your head. The males are not allowed to cover their heads, so that's why keeping an umbrella is allowed. So make sure that you have umbrella to keep yourself under the shade. Otherwise you might get a sunstroke, or you might hurt yourself. So the prayer, basically how it gonna happen is that there will be one azan. There will be first ikama for the Zuhr prayer, and then basically the Zuhr prayer will be offered with 2 rakahs with the Imam. And after that you will basically read takbir al tashriq, sorry about that. And after instantly after that, there will be another ikama for the Asr prayer, and again you're going to be performing a Qasr prayer of 2 rakah in a Jamaat with the Imam. And after that again you will be reading takbir al tashriq, and you're going to be doing a talbiya. But you will see that everyone is performing, so it's not nothing to remember because you will be following what the imam and everyone is doing. So hopefully it should not be the problem. After this step 7, you have prayed, you have listened to the khutbah or hajj, you have prayed the zuhr and asr, and remember they are always combined in Arafat. So this is like a sunnah, this is the way everyone will be doing. It's not that you can separate them. So it will be a combined prayer of asr and zuhr and asr. After that, we go to the step 8. So in this step 8, depending on the time and where you are, go back to your camp or tent and do some rest. As I said already, because of the khutbah, after listening to the khutbah and spending some time for the prayers, you're gonna be already exhausted. So go back to your tent, eat something, or if you have brought something from your tent, because based on your camp category, you might be getting a buffet, or there might be lots of sweets or something, biscuits and dates over there. So if you have brought with them, it's good, and you can stay over there, or preferred that you go back to your tent, do some rest, and if you can sleep, maybe do a kalula or some sleep. Otherwise, do dua, read Quran, zikr, salawat, and you can read talbiyah as much as you like. So do that. The step 9, in the late afternoon, when you think that the sun gonna be setting soon, like maybe 20-30 minutes before, you will see that majority of the people will go outside their camp in the open sky, and they will stand and start making duas. This is the time of dua acceptance. This is a time of supplication. So you will see majority, like 90% of the people standing outside making dua. Find a corner, like the sunnah is that you find at the foot of the Jabal Rahma, and you do the duas over there. But Jabal Rahma will be very crowded, and again, based on your camp location, it might be quite far away. So I won't recommend that if your camp or your tent is quite far, that you go to Jabal Rahma. Don't do that. Wherever your tent is, just go outside there. If you can find a corner or something, yeah, so that, because this is the time of supplication, making dua with Allah. Forget about everyone else, forget about who is there standing. Just make dua and make sure that you are asking Allah. You are just standing in front of Allah, and you will see people crying over there, people making duas over there. So make a corner or something so that they cannot see your face, and you don't get distracted with the people, so that you start thinking that what others are thinking, and start making duas. And one thing, it's better to make the dua while standing, because this is from where the word wukuf comes, which means standing, wukuful arfa, which means making the dua as standing, because this is the sunnah of the Holy Prophet. But if due to a health reason, or because of the heat, or it becomes difficult, you can sit as well. It's not obligatory, but it is better. So maybe make some dua while standing, and once you are tired, may sit. Again, focus on the duas, make all the duas which you want to do, and open your heart out. After that, basically step 10, basically as soon as the sun set, you will see all the people leaving. Already your muallim or the tour operator would have told you that we're gonna start leaving, and he will tell you the location to gather from where the buses or the transportation will be taking you to Muzdalifah. So this is the time that when you start going to Muzdalifah, as soon as the sunset, you don't pray maghrib. So don't try to pray maghrib, it is not the location. You should not be praying maghrib namaz in Arafat, and you will only be offering the maghrib namaz only after going to Muzdalifah. Even if it takes longer time, and it is even like after Isha time, even then it's okay. You should only read maghrib namaz or maghrib salah after going to basically Muzdalifah. So basic the buses will be there, or the train will be taking you there. But remember, there are 2 to 3 million people who are gathered over there, and all of them are suddenly, as soon as the sunset happens, want to go to Muzdalifah. So it will be very crowded, jam packed, the roads are big, the buses are there, but they won't be able to go. It will be very, very slow, and many people might be waiting for the train or the buses for 4 to 5 hours in Arafat in order to go to Muzdalifah. So the people who have got good legs and can walk, majority you will see that they start walking on foot, because it will be taking around like 2 to 3 hours, to be honest, basing on pace. But average, you can say 2.5 hours it will take you to go from Arafat to Muzdalifah, and majority will be doing that because buses and train will be taking more time, and it's more exhausting because you are just standing in the in lines for the train or buses. So now we go to the next step, which is step 11, which we partially discussed as part of step 10 as well. So don't pray Maghrib Salah in Arafat, whatever time it is, how much time it takes. Just wait for it and wait for yourself to go to Muzdalifah, and over there you will be offering the Maghrib Salah. So keep reading Talbiyah. Talbiyah is something which you will constantly read during the days of Hajj. The next thing is that step number 12, now finally you arrive to Muzdalifah, whether on foot, whether on bus, whether on train, whatever it is, the mode of transport you take, you will be there eventually. And here in Muzdalifah, no one will be given tents. Everyone will be under the open sky. So based on your camp category, the amount you have paid, either you will be getting as shown in the picture on the top right, where people have put their own kind of mats or like their own kind of sheets to sleep, to basically rest, and or based on your VIP category or category A, you might be given some carpets, you might be given kind of a sofa come bed, as you can see, recliners. So it depends whatever the package you have given, you might get you better or worse facility. Like in this one below picture, you can see the people have been given mattress, they have been given a pillow, even the quilt has been given. But in the above, people have been given nothing. And you can see also in the top right corner there are washrooms. So washrooms are throughout in Arafat, Muzdalifah, and on the way there are lots of washroom, there are lots of water facility. So there is no like panic about that. But that's the thing, it will get crowded once you will reach Muzdalifah. The washrooms will get crowded because everyone will like to do wudu in order to perform the prayer. So but the important thing is find a spot, nice spot, and just put the mat over there so that you take that place and claim that place basically. Then comes the step 13. After you have got to Muzdalifah, take some rest, and after that in Jamaat you will see lots of people praying namaz together in Jamaat, and there will be lots of different groups performing salah, so you can join them, any of the groups over there who is already performing the namaz or going to perform the namaz. Or if you are a group of 40-50 people, you can make your own jamaat and you can start praying. So lots of people will be doing different jamaats over there, there is no obligation on that, so you can do. And how you're going to be doing is that again you're going to be combining the Maghrib and Isha prayer, and majority again prefers that, check with your scholar based on that, or your ulama who will be leading you, that whether it will be qasr prayer or not, so do accordingly. Then how it will be that there will be one azan, there will be akama first made for Maghrib, then you will be performing the Maghrib prayer. There is no qasr for Maghrib because it still remains the 3 rakah, so you will perform the 3 rakah. After that you will recite takbir al tashriq, and after that basically suddenly after that you will do another ikama for the Isha prayer, and then basically you will perform the qasr prayer for Isha, which means that you're going to be performing 2 rakah. Again you will do read the takbir al tashriq, you do talbiyah, and after that basically you will perform this witr prayer, the 3 rakah witr namaz, and that will basically conclude your basically prayer over there. The next step is that it is sunnah to collect the stones for Rami, which you're going to be doing in the next 3 or 4 days from the land of Muzdalifah. It is preferred, you can get from the stones if you miss or you forgot or you lost, you can ask someone else, but it is preferred that you collect the stones from there. So as it will be already night time, maybe you will be reaching at 12 a.m. or you will be reaching maybe 2 a.m. or maybe already by 10 p.m. you are already in Muzdalifah. Whatever time it is after the prayer, you will see people trying to collect the stones. As in the picture you can see people have turned on their mobile lights and they are trying to collect stone. So that the general the amount of stones how much you will be collecting based on how many days you intend to do Rami. So at least you need to do Rami for 3 days, that is on 10th, 11th, 12th, this is compulsory. Sorry, but on 13th of Zil Hajj, that's an optional day. It is optional if you have stayed after on the 12th night in Mina, then you will be needing 21 more stones. If not, then you only need basically 49 pebbles or 49 stones. So it depends whether you are doing the rummy for 3 days or 4 days. So 49 stones or 70 stones. Plus, I have suggested to get some spares so that in case that you some of the stones fell, or when you are going to throw and by mistake it fell on the ground and you cannot get it up, so get a few more spare one as well so that you can support yourself, and if someone of your friend needs some, you can give him spare stones as well. And the size of the stones should be a pea size, a chickpea size. So that's the recommended one. Don't get bigger stones because it will be hassle, it's going to be weight for you as well to carry. So just get a pea size stones, and there will be a lot of stones. And as what I understand, the local government over there make sure that they bring small stones to Muzdalifah and they scatter around the ground as well. This is what I've heard. I'm not sure is it authentic, but you will find easily the stone. It won't be a big difficulty. Where to keep the stones? Either like based on your group, Hajj group travel, Hajj a travel group, they would have given you small bags for these pebbles, or if not, the water bottles which you might have got from there, which are ample amount, just get one water bottle and start putting the stones in that. Okay, so that because stones are pointy, and usually if you try to put them in a plastic bag might break. So it's better to put them in the small water bottle and put the lid on. Okay, the next step, which is the step 15, is that after that it's night time, you have collected pebbles, you have prayed the namaz. Whatever time is left, maybe 2 hour, 3 hour, or 6 hour, if you were lucky and you have already been in Muzdalifah for a long time, just take rest, try to sleep. This is the sunnah, to take rest in the Muzdalifah. If you cannot, if due to any reason that you don't feel comfortable on floor, sleeping on the floor or like this, then you can do a scar, you can read duas, you can do whatever you want. You can read talbiya, but try to rest, because again the next day is also quite hectic. As you can see in the picture, that these people have not got any mat, they have used their own stuff, and it will be crowded like that, and no one has got like a VIP camp or something over here. Usually everyone will be at least sleeping open air. One suggestion is that don't sleep or don't put your mat near to the toilets, because it gonna be crowded over there, people gonna be going time to time over there, you're gonna be getting disturbed, and maybe there will be spillage of water as well, and maybe you're gonna get disturbed. So keep a distance from the washrooms for yourself. The last step is basically that the next day has came, and it's 10 Zul Hijjah, and we're going to look at it in the next video. But just to conclude, before we conclude this video, that you're gonna be basically perform the Fajr prayer in Muzdalifah, and after that you will be moving to either Mina camp, or you will be going for the next to stoning of Jamarat, and to perform the next things which are required for the 10 Zulhijjah. You can see over here what will be you're going to be doing on 10 Zulhijjah, but we're going to conclude over here that you will be staying in Muzdalifah at least till the Fajr time, and it is preferred that you perform the Fajr prayer in the earliest time. As soon as the Fajr time starts, you perform the Fajr prayer, and after that you pack your bags and start going towards Mina or Jamara for stoning of Jamarat. So we're gonna start. There will be another video which will be coming for the day 3. We're gonna conclude over here. Hope this video is useful for you. Again, a disclaimer: if you think something has been misinterpreted or not mentioned correctly, please forgive me and let me know. But this information is to the best of the knowledge and as per the scholars, as per the Sunnah way. And again, I'm a student and I'd like to gather the knowledge. Hope you like the video. If you like, please do subscribe and share. And if you have not seen the day 1 video, have a look at day 1, and there will be next video coming for the day 3 as well. So keep watching and waiting for that. Thanks for watching. Take care. Allah Hafiz. Till next time. Assalamu alaikum.